and welcome to a brand new edition of ZigWheels. I'm Kamya Verma and with me here is Rishabh Matharu.
Well, Kamya, the winter seems to be setting in most parts of the world, but in Japan there seems to be no sign of the heat dissipating. Why Japan? Check out what's on the show.
Japan takes center stage this week as we check out the cars, the bikes, and everything in between at the Tokyo Motor Show.
Well, as you know, it's the 42nd Tokyo Motor Show, and like we promised last week, it's time to get you an in-depth look in what all the show has to offer.
That's right, Kamya. There are a lot of cars, a lot of bikes, electric vehicles and hybrids. We're going to check out all of those, but let's kickstart things with the cars.
Tokyo, Japan. Home to some of the most innovative technologies. A place where tradition and modernism work hand in hand. And one such annual event makes that all the more visible. A mecca for all auto enthusiasts, it could be only one thing. Konnichiwa and welcome to Japan. Well, we're here for one very exciting reason, and that of course is the 2011 Tokyo Motor Show. Now we're going to take you through some of the most exciting stalls this event has to offer, and we're going to see exactly what's hot and what's not. Held at a spanking new location on Odaiba Island known as the Big Sight, the 42nd edition of the Tokyo Motor Show saw under one roof some of the biggest manufacturers displaying some of the latest designs and model lineup. And with an underlining theme of a greener future, hybrids, EVs and plug-ins were not hard to find. But with an ensemble of brands splashed across the floor, the one to take the cake for the biggest display was none other than Toyota, with its Lexus and Daihatsu subsidiaries side by side. With a new mantra to build cars that are fun to drive, they showcase some machines that would arguably hold true to that statement. The GT86 comes with a flat 4 2-liter boxer engine, which is capable of delivering 200 PS of power while churning out 205 Newton meters of torque. And coupled to a 6-speed manual gearbox, the GT86 is a car that surely will be used for a lot more than daily shopping. Of course, one car was not going to be enough to enforce their fun-to-drive motto. And the car by the Lexus brand was going to take that motto to an all-new high. Well, this car here is a Lexus LFA V10 naturally aspirated, capable of reaching top speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour. And 2 days back, we actually got our hands on this for an exclusive drive, and I have to tell you what an insane feeling that was. This car is definitely on my wish list. So we're here at the Fuji Speedway, and with me I have the Lexus LFA for the first test drive. I can't wait to get in and see how she fares. Alright, so I'm really excited about this. This is the first time on the racetrack for me, and I just can't wait to go. Of course, building a supercar is no easy task, but reinventing it,
a front mid-mounted engine with rear-wheel drive, ensconced in and complete carbon fiber monocoque. Of course, this is the one with the matte black finish. Looks mean, terrific weight distribution front to rear, 48 front, 52% rear. Gives it a low squat, very stable feel, very wide track with race car designed suspension. Very importantly, the mechanicals are all Formula 1 inspired. A 4.8 liter V10 nestles under the hood, 560 brake horses, 480 Newton meters of torque, capability to do 320 kilometers per hour, and that's serious speed in Ferrari territory. Most important, the engine revs up to 9,000 RPM. From standstill to 9,000 RPM is achieved in 0.6 seconds. Gives you an idea of how responsive this large engine is and how quickly it can hurtle itself from standstill to its top speed in a jiffy.
Wow, well, that was one of the greatest drives I've had. The V10 engine produces so much power and is so agile around the corners. Absolutely brilliant. I wish I could just do this all day long.
Well, though the LFA won't be coming to India anytime soon, what you can expect is the Lexus brand itself to launch in India sometime in 2013.
Now, earlier this week, Lexus announced their entry into the Indian market sometime around 2013. Though the model lineup hasn't been decided, it could be said that the GS450H and the GS250, the car that I'm sitting in right now, could be part of the lineup.
The GS250 comes with a 2.5-litre V6 petrol engine that is capable of producing 215 PS of power and 260 Nm of torque. While the GS450H comes with a 3.5-litre V6 engine with an electric motor. Both cars come with the same dimensions and are rather spacious and luxurious from the inside, with a host of features to make Indian driving standards a whole lot better. Not far behind were manufacturers like Mitsubishi and Suzuki who showcased some of their latest cars. Amongst them was the world premiere of the Mitsubishi Mirage, a 1-litre 3-cylinder MIVEC engine with an auto stop-and-go feature and innovative design features to make it an eco-friendly, people-friendly, valuable car to own. Suzuki too had their own hatchbacks on display. Most noticeable was the Suzuki Swift Sport. Based on the latest Swift model, the Swift Sport comes with a specially developed M16A engine that produces 30% more power than the 1.4-litre current AZ Swift range, and 10.8 PS of power more than the previous Swift Sport. And with a stiffer suspension and a new transmission, the new Swift Sport represents a significant evolution in terms of fuel economy, comfort and quietness. Stepping down the engine capacity range was the Suzuki Palette, a 658cc petrol engine, 4-speed automatic transmission, 5-door hatchback. Also on display was a car that we are so familiar with, the Suzuki Alto. But this one is called the Alto Eco, and for good reasons. The new Alto Eco gives an amazing 30.2 kilometers to the litre, making it one of the most fuel-efficient petrol cars. All this made possible by adopting the new generation R06A engine, reducing friction, lowering ride height, and reshaping the front bumper for better aerodynamics. Couple that with the more effective auto start-stop system, and what you get is an Alto that is 30% more efficient than the normal one. Of course, no motor show is complete without the lineup of big players from the international market. And giving justice to the show were manufacturers like BMW, Jaguar, Land Rover, Citroën, Peugeot and Audi, who all had their own set of cars to showcase. And amongst many world premieres was the launch of the Audi A1 Sportsback, a 5-door, 1.4-litre turbocharged gasoline engine with 4 cylinders, capable of producing 187 PS of power. The A1 Sportsback will also be available in 3 diesel engine options. Overall, the 42nd Tokyo Motor Show was host to a large range of gasoline-powered cars. Some might make their way to India soon, and others might take a while longer. Of course, only time will tell.
Well, not too much headed India's way, but nonetheless, it's always great to check out new cars. Time for a quick break, but lots more on the other side.